Have you ever felt like you're not good enough because others seem better than you? If you have ever struggled with self-doubt or comparison, then this story is for you. This is the story of a crow who thought he was ugly and useless until a powerful journey taught him the true secret of happiness. Watch till the end. You will never compare yourself the same way again. Before we begin, like, share and subscribe to this channel for more motivational stories that touch the heart. Once, in a quiet village, a crow was sitting on a tree, watching the world below. Just beneath the tree was a beautiful pond, and swimming in that pond was a graceful white swan. As the swan glided across the water, a group of people arrived. They started pointing at the swan and saying, "Wow, what a beautiful bird! Its white feathers are so elegant." Seeing this, the crow flew near the swan and started saying, "Caw, caw," expecting the same admiration from the people. But instead of admiration, the people frowned and shouted, "Shoo, shoo, go away." The crow flew away, feeling embarrassed and hurt. He thought to himself, "The swan is beautiful and pure. I am black and ugly. That's why nobody likes me." He sat on another tree, alone, and began to cry. Just then, an old and wise crow flew by and noticed the young crow crying. "Why are you crying, young one?" he asked kindly. The young crow wiped his tears and said, "Nobody likes me. People only admire the swan. The swan is so happy. But people shoo me away like I'm worthless." The wise old crow nodded and said, "Instead of guessing how others feel, why don't you ask the swan if he is truly happy?" The young crow was surprised. "Really? Could the swan be unhappy? But he is so perfect." The old crow smiled and flew off. So the young crow gathered courage and flew down to the pond to talk to the swan. "Swan," the crow asked, "you are so beautiful. Everyone loves you. You must be the happiest bird in the world." The swan looked around and whispered, "Yes, I look beautiful, but I am not happy." The crow was shocked. "What? But why?" The swan said, "Because of my beauty, people keep me as a pet. I can't fly wherever I want. I am trapped. And worse, people sometimes hunt me for my flesh. I live in fear every day." The crow's eyes widened. "Then, who do you think is the happiest bird?" The swan replied, "Maybe it's the parrot. It has green feathers and can mimic human voices. People adore it." So the crow flew off again, now curious about the parrot. He found the parrot in a house garden, sitting in a cage. The parrot was singing and copying people's voices. "Hello, hello," said the parrot cheerfully. The crow was amazed. "Wow, you can speak like humans. You must be really happy." The parrot looked down sadly and replied, "No, my friend, I live in a cage. People love me, but they never let me fly. I can't go outside or feel the wind. I miss freedom." The crow sighed. "Then who do you think is the happiest bird?" The parrot said, "Maybe it's the peacock. He's more colorful than me and people worship its beauty." So off went the crow to find the peacock in the king's palace garden. The peacock stood proudly, spreading his long, beautiful feathers as people clapped and cheered. "What a beauty! Look at those colors," thought the crow. When the crowd left, the crow quietly flew to him and asked, "Peacock, you are the most admired bird I've ever seen. Are you happy?" The peacock gave a sad smile and replied, "Yes, I am proud of my feathers, but I am not happy." The crow was stunned. "Why aren't you happy?" The peacock said, "Because people constantly pluck my feathers for decoration. It hurts a lot. And worse, some people kill me for my meat. I live in a golden cage, beautiful on the outside, but full of pain inside." The crow felt confused and asked, "Then who do you think is the happiest bird?" The peacock looked straight into the crow's eyes and said, "I think the crow is the happiest. He is free. No one cages him. No one hunts him. He can live wherever he wants, do whatever he pleases. He is not trapped by beauty or fame." The crow was shocked. He was the one all along. He flew back to his tree with a new sense of joy. He told the wise old crow everything he had heard. The wise old crow smiled and said, "Now you understand. True happiness isn't in comparing yourself with others. It's in discovering the unique things you have that others don't." From that day on, the crow never compared himself again. He flew freely, sang proudly, and lived a life full of peace and gratitude. Friends, this seemingly simple story holds a profound truth. We often look at others and think they are happier or better than us. But behind their beauty, fame, or talent, everyone has their own struggles. Comparison blinds us to our own gifts. We forget that we have something that others only dream of. True happiness comes when we accept who we are, appreciate our freedom, and stop trying to be someone else. You are special in your own way. Never forget that. Friends, if this story touched your heart, hit that like button, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more beautiful stories every week. And always remember, you are enough just as you are.